We're going to depart with the tradition here, the 2Chimps.net Metals and Mining Report for the week beginning the 25th of January. I'm going to cover the metals and the energies in one fell swoop. So we're going to go to the gold chart over here and look at the daily. And on the daily chart, come on computer, cooperate, we have buy triggers which we pointed out to you last week. 2 bars above the top of the channel, Williamsville above its moving average, down to the bottom of the channel support, now having rallied to resistance or higher, and that is the gold market. We look for opportunities in GDXJ on the buy side, and we are waiting for that opportunity to develop. The gold market has turned higher on futures, but not on stocks, so be prepared. The best triggers here in our view would be momentum divergence triggers, so be prepared for that. Let me show you a momentum divergence chart, and specifically what I'm talking about. So let's go to the momentum divergence chart, which would be right over here, and turn it into a daily chart. And let's get the indicators working. And you see, that's the good news and the bad news about doing things live from your screen, because sometimes the screen's not set up the right way. So you learn a little bit about the setups as well by watching what I'm doing here. I'm going to go to my momentum pane, and that would be right over here. And I'm going to add to the chart momentum, close 28. And we're going to change the line a little bit so we can see it better, and make it a little bit thicker. And we're going to go to medium thick, and we're going to keep the line the same color it is. What I want to point out to you is bullish divergence. So we're going to come back to the chart momentarily, and we're going to look at XHB. We're going to look at gold actually, GDXJ, the Junior Gold Miners ETF. And here's the divergence I'm talking about. New low in price, without a new low in momentum, gives us our divergence points right over here, and gives us an opportunity to buy GDXJ if and when momentum 28 of the close ends on any given bar above this value right here, which is 1.52 on momentum 28. And that situation reflects what we're looking at in many markets. In fact, if we look at some of the energies and the suppliers like Halliburton, we see no bullish divergence yet, so we want to wait. As long as there's no bullish divergence, we need to wait. And let's check out Conocophillips. And you notice I'm referring to some of the better known names because these are the ones that will survive the best in this oil downturn. So we have some bullish divergence here, new low in price, without a new low in momentum. But in order to form a valid momentum, we need 6 bars. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Come on over, and the momentum low right over here. And we have, just one moment please, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6, which means we are about to trigger a buy on SLB, on the Conocophillips, and on some of the others. So keep your eye on these. That does it for the energies in the metals. And one more thing, oh, by the way, before I forget, let's look at copper in the form of Freeport-McMoRan, which has continued to sell off dramatically, but has formed a very significant bullish divergence, which is right over here. These would be points A and B. Oops, sorry, I moved over a little bit. And this would be our points C and D. And as before, we're waiting for a trigger. So in the markets, it's a mixed bag, waiting for buying opportunities in metals and energies. We're waiting for an opportunity to buy some of the other stocks as well, so be prepared. That does it for 2Chimps.net. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you again next week. If you have any questions, write Elliot or myself. I'm at Jake at trade-futures.com, and Elliot is Elliot at 2Chimps.net. Thanks again, and have a great week trading.